Located at 4701 Ruffin Road is a place that'll time warp you back to the 40s. Wrapped in chrome and located on the movie lot of Stu Siegel Productions is a cool little place called Studio Diner. Inside, I met the manager, Melissa Lee.
Welcome, Noah, to the Studio Diner. We opened in the year of 2003. We were founded by Stu Siegel, who owns the only working movie studio lot on a 20-acre lot next door.
This place is great. Decorated with behind-the-scenes movie props and equipment. I love it. When Stu Siegel opened this diner over 8 years ago, he did it with a purpose.
Well, Stu Siegel is originally from the East Coast, and basically it's pretty simple. He wanted East Coast food on the West Coast, so that's why he decided to build the diner here, right next door to the loft.
Now, I had no idea there was such a thing as East Coast food until today. Okay, so what's this?
Icelandic haddock that she's preparing. It's lightly...
Icelandic haddock.
Icelandic haddock.
Okay.
That is the East Coast version of fish and chips.
Fish and chips. I love fish and chips. Okay, so the skin's still on it, I noticed.
Yes, we do actually have one side of the skin.
Okay.
That is the East Coast way. It's in one large piece.
Next, they cover it in flour and then in a thick beer batter.
And we're gonna throw that puppy in the fryer.
All right. If you order this baby, you better be ready because it is huge. Next East Coast favorite is the full-bellied Ipswich clams, flown in straight from the East Coast 3 times a week. After a rinsing, they soak the clams in buttermilk. Then, it's flour and the fryer. Let me tell you, they're really good. So you get a lot of East Coasters in here?
We sure do.
Really?
When you get those people that are passionate about ordering the fish and chips or the Ipswich clams, you know where they're from because they're saying this is the only place in San Diego where they can get it.
Now here's something I've never had before, the Monte Cristo. It's a ham, turkey, cheddar, and Swiss cheese sandwich that is first battered and fried with a little powdered sugar on top. That is good. That is good. Along with being good, I quickly noticed everything was huge. From the sandwiches to the salmon to the Jim's mouth-watering chicken fried steak. And if you're in the mood for a hamburger, they'll serve it right up. I sat down and tried their East Coast sampler, which is their famous Ipswich clams, Maryland crab cakes, a huge Maine lobster roll, 2 big pieces of Icelandic haddock, and New England clam chowder. This thing was killer. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, what's that guy?
We have our Samson steak sandwich, which
Okay.
is almost like I would say, Philly cheese steak
All right.
with bean sprouts, spinach, onions, and mushrooms topped with mozzarella cheese. One of the great things about Studio Diner is you can get all of our wonderful specialties, specials of the day, soup, sandwiches, burgers, 24 hours a day.
Let's say you come in late and you're in the mood for breakfast. Feel free to order away.
I would say one of our specialties is probably our T-bone steak and eggs, served with hash browns and toast.
Hanging out at Studio Diner was very cozy and comfortable. Out back, you can bring the family, spread out, and feel pretty comfortable too. Of course, before I left, I had to try dessert. At Studio Diner, they have what I call old school selection. You know, fresh apple pie, big ice cream shakes, and my favorite, their huge banana split. This thing is ridiculous, which means good. So, if you're heading down the road and you're feeling really hungry, it doesn't matter what time, the doors are always open at Studio Diner.